All right, here we go. We're live doing
Yeah,
radio check.
radio check, radio check. Welcome everyone to the Leadership Void radio check. First ever new thing on the block, 2021 model, fresh car smell. We want to welcome everybody who's tuning in. Enrique and I are just elated to be here on this virtual platform uh, to just do a buddy check, as we call it, radio check. Uh, you know, both veterans here. We know, especially in these times with the social isolation, we sometimes don't pick up the phone because we can't go into everybody's home. So,
Yep.
why not do a radio check? Sound off. Where are you? Who's calling in? Send us a chat. Let us know who you are, what questions you ask, what you would like to know. We just wanted to give a platform, put some smiles on our faces, and hopefully give it back to you.
Yeah, I love this thing, that we came up with. It's proper, both for what we do, where we came from. It's something that we always, between watches, we're checking up on our buddy, making sure that everything's going good. And I'm just happy to be able to provide this type of platform for someone to come on and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm signing in." And if you are, if you're signed in, hey, go into the chat. Tell us where you coming from, where you're listening, and who are you?
Who are you indeed? We'd love to know who our listeners are. We want to know where you're calling in from. Because different time zones and all over the world, wherever you at, we'd love to hear from you. Again, we're here, Vincent Enrique. We will be here on air every first and the 15th, which are paydays, and those
Heyday.
military know.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that.
First and the 15th. At 1900 hours. For those who don't know, that's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will be logging in 15, 30 minutes max, no longer than that. Keep it nice and sweet to the point. But hey, we're here for you. So, any questions, any comments, love to hear from you. So,
And
that,
if anybody out there say, "Hey, this time is not that good," or what, hey, give us some feedback. We'll consider all things and look at what we can improve. But for right now, 1900 hours, everybody know that what that is. 7 p.m. Eastern for more civilian type. But the whole premise of this particular thing that we're doing is to assess the health of the veteran community, give an opportunity to be able to reach out to those like-minded folks, and say, hey, we're here for you,
mhm.
whatever it is that we can do via these means. I know the podcast itself, and we got Chris. Hey, Chris, what's up, brother? That's my
Chris.
my Marine brother, soon to be in another uniform. But thanks for tuning in, brother, all the way up from New York. We're doing well, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Chris actually happened to be a mentee through Veterati. That's where I met him. So Veterati, just to give a shout out to Veterati. I know Daniel Raw uh, and Diana. They did a great job setting that up and connecting military folks with mentors around the world. So thank you, Daniel and Diana, for that. Um, yeah, anybody? So we started this. Hey, yeah.
He's
So
got a
Chris
book
said,
coming out, he said.
yeah, soon to be an author.
Title
Yes, he
still in the
is.
works, people. Drum
Yes,
roll.
he is.
We
All
wish you the
right,
best,
titles
Chris.
in the works. Good, good. We we had a chat yesterday. I won't put out all his business, but I know he was inspired, and he's gonna go out and do some great things. I'm looking forward to it, Chris. Um, so the whole premise of this is to give an outlet to folks, that may feel disconnected. I know there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of venues, a lot of ways to get a hold of folks. But this is just our contribution outside of the podcast. And if anybody follows the podcast, we cover all things leadership from all spectrums. We're on our national tour. We're doing some great things in that effort. Our year is chock full of great veterans, entrepreneurs out there doing great things. But this is just an extension of that. And how we come up with this, Vince?
Well, it was a lot of cup of Joes over in Starbucks in Waterford Lakes. We sat together, like-minded. We have, both veterans with the passion of leadership. So we decided, hey, let's join forces, and forces indeed we joined, and we combine our efforts, and the Leadership Void was born, and it started back in thought process in January 2020, but in 2020 March the 3rd, 25th, we did our first episode. So here we are, a little bit seasoned, still got things to work on, but we're just excited and elated because you know what, we learned so much of this opportunity. We learn of other brothers and sisters in arms. In addition to, I like to point out, we also have great spouses and military individuals that serve the military also that come on the show every once in a while. So this is for those in the military community as well. But I'm just elated to have this opportunity to work with Enrique. He's doing great things out there in the community, great things doing his other podcasts, but we definitely share a common interest and passion for our veterans and for leadership. And here we are wanting to, as he said, give you opportunity just to hear us out, tune in, or hear you out. There's no agenda, folks. So much on your plate, tired of those Zoom calls with agendas. Here you go. Here's one without one. We just want to give you a smile and say we're here for you. Please provide us any information you would like us to talk about and how to make this even better and grow to better heights. 7:00 doesn't work, PM Eastern. Let us know. We'll try to switch it around a little bit, but we want to make sure we hit the masses and let you know that we're here for you.
Yeah. So if you're listening, have comments, go ahead, throw them in there. If you want to get on the chat, we're monitoring that as well. But by all means, get in and get activated. So this is a great moment for us. We started this podcast not knowing really where it was going to head, and here we are branching off on another arm, another arm of extension of for veterans, for those that are out there, to be able to converse and get together. There's a lot of resources that we're privy to here in the state of Florida. But hey, those we have connections through the podcast that are now streaming across the state. So don't cut us short just because we're in Florida. Now we're a lot of our guests are all over the states and cover a huge swath of real estate and can get you the anything that you may need. We won't guarantee anything, but we'll get you close. And hopefully between the work you do and the work we do, we can get you where you need to be.
That's right. And, I thought about, what to leave folks with during every time we speak. So I'm going to start a quote every time. So for today, the quote is, drum roll, right? Listen up. Yeah, here we go. So one doesn't drown by falling in the river. One drowns by being submerged in it, right? So everybody, for the most part, are in some type of water, and we're in it. But once we're submerged in it is when we really drown. So just because you're in some water, or deep waters, just know that you have folks out here that want to help you out. Don't be submerged in it. You have plenty of resources. A plethora of individuals are seeking to help you, assist you. We care for you. Again, you don't drown by falling in the river. You drown by being submerged in it. So just stay afloat. Try your best. There's storms, there's high tide, there's low tide. Here's a Navy guy. I can tell you a
Oh
little bit
yeah.
about that. But just do your best and take one day at a time. If I can offer anything for you today.
Outstanding. Yeah, you talking that, and I'm thinking I'm not getting that near that water without my life jacket. So, and hey, we can be life jackets for each other. While we're messing around and joking around, but get yourself a life jacket. So when those times come that the tide will bring higher levels of water, you can actually make it through. Now there's all kinds of veterans out there right now at different stages in their life, going through different things, right? I just got off a LinkedIn Live episode myself, and I was sharing some of the stuff that I'm going through, because not always, when the things look nice and pretty doesn't mean that there's no storm, right? You could have a category 5 and right in the middle there's nothing going on, right? It doesn't mean that the rest of it is not destroying stuff. But so we're at different stages, and we're trying to do something where we can catch you where you are, right? We don't want to see you and then treat you for a different time. We want to treat you right where you are, how you are, what you're going through, and we share a lot of great leadership tips, a lot of great leadership conversations. But life is more than just leadership, right? It catches us in all ways and angles, and we just want to provide an avenue for veterans to be able to reach out and say, "Hey, this is my current status," right? Hence the radio check. That's why we picked that. Everybody stands watches, right? Everybody in the military stands a watch. So you should be familiar with those walkie-talkies and those radios. But just a way for you to be able to tap in outside of your normal life. Tap in and get some help or some encouragement. But yeah, I'm excited about this because being our first one, it's live and on the air. I love the availability of technology to get us here.
Yeah, exactly. We're just fortunate too to have. I mean, we gave him a shout out, Chris, and if he's still there listening, thank you for being here. And he even shared he's going to be an author soon, so of a book. So, it's just great to know that we're moving ahead in so many different dimensions and so many different levels in life. And going back to that whole life jacket, life preserver, if you don't even know what to look for, what to call for, just ask. Just say, hey, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know where to even go to. North, south, east, or west. Please, up, down, wherever. Ask is always a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness, folks. That's always great if you're vulnerable, because we all are human beings. We all need to know, and we all suffer and we have pain. But let us know. We're here for you. We hope that you are doing better today than you were yesterday. Take one day at a time. Again, hence Radio Check. We'll be here the 1st and the 15th every week at 7 o'clock, 1900 on the dot. And we want to just say great things to those who joined in our first episode. We are so. Oh, Chris has another great message out there. Let's see what Chris says. Chris says, book ideas. Everyone has a unique journey and story worth telling. Someone's gonna write a book. Why not me?
All right.
Absolutely, brother. We agree 100%. I really encourage you to write it, and you give us a date on the chat so we can hold you accountable. Is it a month, 6 months, at 2022? What time frame are we looking at, brother? Because we're going to hold you to that. Put it out there in the universe. Why not you, right?
Yeah. I tell them, hey, either you do or I do. One or two.
There you go. Do to do.
But no, I'm so elated that and it's funny, right? We have aspirations to things. Chris just finished out his degree. You know, he said, "I'm not ready for the date yet." Yeah, well, you
Uh,
know, and that's all right. We got you on the docket, the brother. You know, yeah, that radar is gone. You're gonna get pinged every so often. So, yeah. But no, he's doing great, and he's got a lot of a great future ahead of him. But you know, you talk about compass, right? You talk about navigation. You know, we all have to navigate somehow through this life, and
mm,
sometimes the times and magnetic influences around the world and around our family and health and finances and all this thing kind of throw that that compass out of sync, right? It may not work, but that's what Vince and I are here for, to
mm,
provide some way of pointing you to true north,
mm.
and getting you where you need to be, uh, in the absence of having that locally and around you. Now I know I haven't been keeping track, so we can go out for a little bit, but it's about 16 minutes. We said 20 to 30 minutes, so we're coming up on our time. Uh, and thankfully Chris came on, and so look, I all these things we do, Vince and I, if we can do it for one man, we're happy, right? Because at least one person got the benefit of the conversation. But yeah, so Chris is up in New York, families in Europe, so we're praying for you guys. I know the distance is hard, but he's doing great things, and I'm happy for him. Folks, if you're tuning in, and thankfully we could see how many people are in there or not, but well, Vince can't, I can't.
Yeah, right.
but but I hope to somehow put this on LinkedIn. If I can't, I'll find a way of getting the video on there. But this was great. It's a first step into many of radio checks that we'll be doing throughout the year. Vince said the 1st and 15th, right? So we're happy.
Hoorah. Yes, indeed. We'll be back on February 1st. 2021. Years going by, first month already halfway through. Look forward to the next couple of weeks, next couple of days. But for you, just look forward towards tomorrow, to the compass thing. Whatever your true north is, you follow it the way you want to follow it best. But no, we're here to help and provide any type of resources we can. And as you all know, we have the Leadership Void, what goes on every Wednesday. It goes on every Wednesday. So I hope you tune into that. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. There's a great nuggets in there from the 40 plus episodes we already recorded, and those we have already lined up for season 2. So again, Leadership Void every Wednesday, Radio Check every 1st and the 15th at 1900. But again, just a way, this is our opportunity to give back, to bring our circle, our community smaller, more intimate, just to have a live show, to talk to one another and check in, because hey, we all need that sometimes, and we wanted to let you know we're here for you. So anytime you want to reach out, please, by all means, 1st and 15th, we'll be here for you.
And we have guests coming on, and I guess this is a good way also to give a little behind the scenes update to folks that are following us on the channel already. But Monifa Keynes will be with us next week. Her show is going to be great. She's a professional, a woman that is doing marvelous things, both from the military perspective and in the civilian world. And so we got somebody else logged on. Hey, chime in. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're looking in from. And you can use the chat, or you can use the comments. But welcome to Radio Check. If there's anything you would like to share with us, we'd be happy to hear.
Absolutely. And while we're waiting to hear that person and who they are, definitely, as Enrique said, we have Monifa Keynes coming on with the Queen of Spade Accessories. So she's doing some great stuff. Queen of Spades style, excuse me, and she has some great looking clothing, attire, accessories that you don't want to miss out on. And we'll share more in our next episode. But for those who, again, to subscribe, for those who subscribe before January 31st, we are definitely going to put your name in the hat for a drawing of a book from a great leader, from the Pentagon from the Prairie to the Pentagon. So I think we're at 69. We're trying to reach 100. So give us a couple more loves and we'll reach that 100 milestone. So we're excited for that. But yeah, your name will be in the hat for a book from the Prairie to the Pentagon. And it's going to be a great reward for whoever the lucky winner is.
Matter of fact, let me just say this. MK has just subscribed and become number 70. So she's in the running already.
MK,
that's right.
All right, Chris, get me on there too, bro.
Get in the running. I mean, you know, it's so thank you, MK, for that subscription and making us 70. Here you go, New Hampshire. All right, now
she is in New Hampshire. MK is from DTC 12, which that is Dog Tag Inc. So Dog Tag Inc. is a bakery in Georgetown, Washington, D.C. They do a beautiful 5-month program for veterans with service-connected disabilities, spouses, and caregivers. Teach them about the 4 E's, about entrepreneurship, about going into entrepreneurship, education, employment, or just get your emotional intelligence up to speed. So, MK, a graduate, thank you for being here. Thank you for loving our podcast and this one exactly. We're just honored for you to be here and thank you for joining. Awesome.
MK, better known as number 70. Thank you. I appreciate that support, your comments. You know, I don't know you personally, but now you're part of the family. So sit back and enjoy. You know, so Vince, you mentioned that book. You know, now Denise came on the show. She was part of the veteran panel for our veterans service or veterans event. And let me tell you a little bit of background about Denise. She was the first female to hold the spot as basically at the time they didn't have this senior enlisted advisor position, but she was the senior enlisted advisor to the general for the Army and Air Force National Guard. Huge. I mean, they are part of the Joint Chief of Staff now. I mean, you know, that's how high this professional veteran military professional went, and she was on there. And that book is going to you know, just open your mind and wow you. And so I'm happy that we chose that specific book for the giveaway. But yeah, it's the giveaway is on, and we're so happy that we're able to give that out.
And you know, I gotta put a plug because we could have given away Chris's book, but we got
Chris. Hey, you're the next one. You're the next one, Chris.
Next book. So get it ready, bro.
Your book. Hey, as soon as it releases, brother, we're gonna buy a copy and give it away.
There you go. So you know, we got you. And it seems like, you know, we got New York, Chris, and we got MK from New Hampshire, AK 70 from New Hampshire. We got the Northeast in the house, and hopefully we can send some sunshine from the sunshine state up your way.
Hey,
Florida. So
I know we can send you a book. I don't know about no sunshine because it was nice. It was 72 degrees out here today. A lot of people gonna be hating.
Yeah, you said 72. Then, oh, really? What are you talking about? 250 subscribers, Chris.
Who's got? Or you're gonna bring us 250 subscribers, brother? You are the bomb. You are.
All right, we're gonna hold you to that too. All right, we got you, Chris. You better get on it because we almost had 100, and this is gonna be this month. So
He's saying that's when we can consider giving his book away.
we got you.
Hey, either way, brother, whether it's 250 or 2050, get the book done. We'll give it away.
Get her done. Yes, sir. MK, what do you have for us? Any questions? I'm glad you love this podcast. We appreciate it. Is this time good for you? I mean, we're just taking a consensus of both you and Chris. Chris and yourself, see if this is good. How's it sound? How we looking? Are we moving too much? We're too excited.
We have a quorum.
Speak.
We have a quorum. 4 people.
4.
But no, it's a pleasure to have you join us today. And like we said, this is a good way to get a behind the scenes peek at what the leadership board is doing, what we have coming up. And there are a lot of heavy hitters out there that are coming on the show, CEOs of major companies, and we're excited to not only host them but to get them to share their knowledge. And hey, if you want to be on the show, MK, if you're doing some great stuff out there, hey, reach out. Let's get on the show, because we do have some availability, some flex in our schedule, and we can make that happen. So don't be shy.
Don't be shy, indeed. Definitely would love for you to step up to the plate. I know, like Chris, MK says, I'm on 2. Can't promise 250. LOL, love it. Chris, like the vibe. We love the vibe. We wish we could see you guys, but your words are just words of inspiration. Thank you for sending the word out.
Yeah,
sending the word out, because this is gonna grow. It's only gonna go up from here. This is just level 1. Day 1, level 1. So we're just inspired to be here for you, and we will keep being here. Radio Check will not go away. 1st and the 15th at 1900 hours. We just thank both Chris and MK for joining in today, and we have more weeks to come, more months to come, more years to come. So, and I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Enrique, it was a great idea. We put this together, and just many more to come. But today, Radio Check is the inception of it. But I'm just glad that Chris and MK came on, and we were able to chat with them for a little while. So hopefully it gave you a little smile, little thoughts, little jovial things. If you didn't hear what the quote was, one doesn't drown by falling in the river, one drowns by being submerged in it. So that was for today. And Find Your North Star is the other one. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, folks, we're coming up on the end of our time here, because we designated 20-30 minutes, just a quick checkup, a quick way to converse and get together. But a little shy. Yeah, we were all shy at once. Don't worry, MK, we'll get you out of that somehow. But you can be shy. Go ahead. But folks, we will make these known. We'll keep posting on LinkedIn every time we're going to go ahead and go live. But share the word about about our channel. And if you're catching this on a replay, by all means, write us. The leadershipvoid@gmail.com is our email. If you couldn't get anything out today, you can still address us that way, and by commenting on the lives. So I from us, well, actually from me, I wish you all well. I wish you be blessed, and like we said before, 1st and 15th, like a payday. You can expect us on here at 1900 hours.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate MK. Appreciate Chris. Have a great afternoon and evening. Oh, yeah.